Good day, viewer. Is Nigeria now on Echo Television International? It's nice that you kept a time with us today. Don't forget to always join in the conversations on YouTube and Facebook. Drop your discussion, opinion, and what you think should be the way forward concerning some of the issues that we are currently facing in the country. I am Rachel Tanze, and today I'll be doing the show with Sambo Solomon. Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, Rachel.
How have been your day?
Oh, we thank God.
Are you ready to talk about what's going on in Nigeria?
Well, we always talk about what is happening in Nigeria is either off camera
Or
or
on, yeah,
just name it.
anytime,
You can
anywhere.
find you discussing Nigerian issue at home with friends at work. So it's a continual thing. Like
Yeah.
after the studio, you still talk about it. Before the studio,
You
still
talk
have to
about
talk
it.
about it.
All right, so today we have two things on our minds that we would like to trash out here if time will permit us. And the first is what the Senate have passed concerning drug dealers, and now they have agreed. Our lawmakers have said if you are a drug trafficker, you are going to get a death sentence. And I don't know. We are not supposed to have a mixed feeling concerning this for Nigerians, because you can't feel bad for certain people if they get to face that kind of sentence, because we know the danger surrounding it. However, they said drug traffickers or drug dealers. And then for me is, why are you not talking about the top of the chain? Why is it not the cartel? Why is it not the drug syndicates, for example? Why is it at the level of the drug dealer? Are we not? There are people who make it and don't deal it. There are people who just have foot soldiers at the down. They are not into the dealing process. That's the root that needs to be cut off. And in as much as we can applaud them, yes, death penalty and all of that, for me, I was hoping to see it more going to the top when it comes to the chain of who is at the top when it comes to drugs, not just dealers, but whosoever is involved, the owner of a cartel, the leader, the top chain, whoever it is, should be at the detriment of this penalty, because it will make it look like certain people are the real people that are supposed to hang will not hang eventually at the end of the day, and it means the supply is still there, and then just the lower division or level, let me put it like that, are the ones hanging. And for some reason it doesn't stop this menace called drug business from happening in the country.
Well, I would say they said 1,000 miles journey start with a step.
Yes.
Yeah, but I understand your concern, and I believe that is what Nigerians, that's the discussion out there, because yes, the Senate are saying okay, death penalty, that is what they are approving, for any drug dealer or trafficker, and then the question, the concern is, what about the cartel, those who owned
Yes.
the business, those ones are just full soldiers, why are we not talking about them? But I just feel, yeah, I would say kudos to
Yes.
to the 10th assembly for daring to to look into this particular NDLA amendment bill 2024, because it's not easy. When you talk about cartel, you know how they operate.
We
They have so much money that they can afford to challenge any government.
Sure.
You find out just one person, but he's the one taking the government, because he can boast of whatever, even the government, because the business is lucrative, because it's illegal. So there's so much money in it, and that's why people are going into it. They feel, let's just tap into and then see how smart we can make sharp money, and then maybe think of something different. And some of them is not the business, is not only the deal, the drug deal. They do this but they have a cover of business
Most of the
that
time.
they do.
Yes.
You know, it's the one they front. You will see them, they are good in this, they are good. But the real thing that gives them that permit me to use this language, bastard money, is the underground business, which is the drug dealing. So for me, I would say it's the right step in the right direction. I would say kudos to our Senate. I believe, you know, they will still come back and look into this, because there was a law. Then we were talking about life imprisonment.
Yeah.
And some people take it for granted, because after all, they have the money. So
They
if you
get-
take them
yeah.
there, you just find out that, you know, it's more like they're outside,
Yes.
because they enjoy everything
Yes.
that someone that is outside the prison, you know, is enjoying. So you ask the question, why is the person there? You understand? So
Yes.
it's just normal. So the person will finish his tenure. I said tenure, you know,
Yeah,
his
prison
jail term,
Yeah.
his jail term, and then probably maybe the person may not even finish the.
Sometimes they're out on parole because
Do you understand?
they showed some good character.
Yes, you know, and then pardon left, right, and center here and there, and then some they work it out because of their,
Yes.
you know. So, but I know we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Like we always say on this show, that we'll continue to be hopeful for this country,
Yeah.
and we believe that this country is going to be better one day.
Yeah.
As we continue to talk, about all those ills. We continue to project them. We continue to reveal them. We continue to expose them. You know, by so doing, people will now see the need.
Yeah.
You know, to really do the needful. Whoever is being given any responsibility will be up and about and do the right thing. You understand? So I just feel, you see, now it has been passed, but there is more to it.
There is.
There is going to be an ascent.
Yes.
Sometimes this thing can lie 10, 20 years there
Exactly.
without the president assenting. So we are hoping that we will see a speedy assent to this particular bill, so that it will fully take place as a law, and then whoever is being caught or found wanting will face the wrath of the law, what the law is saying. You can see the mixed feeling in the House. It was an awesome deliberation, you understand. But you can feel even the former NLC president, Adams Shomale, former governor of Edo State, you know, he led his voice. He was talking about the issue of life and death. People should be careful about it, you know, and so on and so forth. Yes, we know people can say that because you are talking about taking life. But you see the danger that these people, you know, constitute to a country, to a community, by bringing these drugs. And you look at the danger that these drugs, you know, are causing to our youth, you know, destroying the manpower that today we are bursting with, you know, and then nobody is saying anything. Nobody is saying anything. I think the government of Nigeria is beginning to wake up and is beginning to wake up by doing the needful, because these are things that we are saying. Where are the cartels? Who are the people pushing this drug? Are they ghosts?
Of course not.
And you said no to this, but where are they? They are not facing the music that they're supposed to face when it comes to the law. And you ask yourself, are the government involved in it? If not, why do we have judiciary? And if you say, yes, we have judiciary, why are the judiciary looking the other side? And these are what Nigerians are saying. But thank God, this thing is coming now, and we believe that it will take its course, and then we will see the result.
Yes, and now we're seeing that the reps are telling CBN to take back the 0.5% levy for cybersecurity. And then I just can't help but wonder, didn't you know about it before the Central Bank of Nigeria came out and said it? Or is it because of the cry of the masses that you are finally saying, okay, all these Nigerians are not taking these the way we thought they would? Maybe they thought we would keep quiet about it, or they just realized, because seeing how the story unfolded on the paper, for example, where there was no reason. The first day it was businesses, the second day was every transaction, the third day was okay, we are doing it for terrorism and fighting crimes, and then finally today is okay, hold on first, stop it, it's not going to start, wait a minute, and all of that. And as much as there's division, because this is coming from the House of Reps and the Senate are not seeing eye to eye with the House of Reps concerning this, and then I just can't help but wonder, and did the CBN just make this decision by itself? Because in the past, we've seen where the central bank governor, of course, was always saying he has the backing of the president. And all of that. And I believe also that the Central Bank of Nigeria is not independent. It's not. So it always have to get the backing from the presidency, from the federal government itself to carry out certain things. Now, I just can't help but wonder. Of course, the CBN did not do this all by itself. If it did, how did we get to the point where the CBN is just waking up and saying there's a 0.5% levy for cybersecurity, which that wasn't stated in the last MPC meeting. We knew what was discussed then, the circulars that came out, the new things that were put in place, and then all of that. But then now we are wondering, did the reps not know? Because you are supposed to know these types of things. If you don't know, then there's a problem somewhere. Somebody, all of you are sleeping on your jobs and not doing what is needed. And now, are you changing your minds because Nigerians are backfiring at you concerning we are not going to take this? Or is it just another way to say allow them to chill? Maybe we'll bring it back later in another form. This raised so many questions for Nigerians, for our leaders, for the Central Bank of Nigeria, because we clearly said this looks nothing more than exploitation. They brought a reason thereafter, and now we are seeing something else coming from reps. And for me, this is not acceptable for a country like Nigeria. We are supposed to be more intentional of how we carry out certain things. In the first place, it shouldn't be out. And if it eventually went out, it means we should have had lawmakers, our representatives that are in the know and have approved and have agreed. And 0.5% is a lot, looking at every other monetary policy and fiscal policy that is sapping Nigeria dry at the moment.
Well, I agree with you, Rachel. This is not acceptable to, let me say, virtually all Nigerians. Because if you look at it, okay, we are dealing with those that have account with all these financial institutions.
Yes.
You are dealing with what do they call it? Maintenance. Account maintenance, whatever. You're dealing with
stamp duty.
Stamp duty.
They have maintenance for your card.
For your card, you have transaction.
Yes.
Again.
For deposit and withdrawal. Yes. And then you are also being charged for your SMS that you get. There's deductions for that also. And don't forget, when you go to an ATM that is not for your institution, after a certain amount of withdrawal, you get charged for that.
Deduction again.
Yes.
So with all of this, and then you will ask, what is the inflation ratio?
As it is now,
percentage.
it's about 39, almost 40.
Almost 40.
40%.
40%.
Yes.
You understand? And then you look at it, okay, let's say for a year now, the first gift that we received was subsidy removal. And since then, it was promises upon promises upon promises. What the money, being accrued after removing the subsidy, what the money will be meant for, what they will use the money to do. But still, up to now, Rachel, you will agree with me that there's still back and forth with labor.
There is, yeah.
The income of a citizen, it's normal. Nothing goes up, nothing comes down. It's normal. And then these are what you are dealing with. How do you expect common Nigerian to survive in this kind of situation. And these are some of the things that people are worried about. People are complaining. Nigerians are complaining about that. Just 1 year, but look at what we have been faced with. Now we are talking about electricity tariff. That 4 unit 1,000 naira.
Yes.
And then someone was discussing with me that he bought is it 20 units or how many units?
That's like for 5,000 naira.
Yeah, he said for 20,000. That's like how many units? Like now he's talking about there's no light.
Yeah.
And he doesn't use all those heavy appliances that you can take that, for instance, you would say they would zap the unit. You understand? And how much is his income? Somebody with a family of 5, the school fees. Because the government schools are not even functioning.
They are not.
Most the government officials, though those at the top, their children are not even in government schools.
Yeah.
They're in private either university or secondary school or primary school. And then you look at it and then you say, okay, because you are hoping that Nigeria will be better, you want your child to have a good education, you are thinking with your small income, you are looking for an average school.
School, yeah.
To just push your child there. How much is noodle today? You understand? So it's expensive. You buy spaghetti for 1,000 naira.
Yeah.
4 of you in a family cannot eat spaghetti, and then
depending on your size, you need at least 2.
2.
Because even the size
you talk about breakfast, you talk about lunch, and then you talk about dinner. You talk about your transportation and other things. This is what Nigerians are going through. Now, if you look at the roads are empty.
Yeah.
The moment it's 8 o'clock, you see people and you'll be wondering where are they coming from. Once it's 4 o'clock, you see people trekking, like you begin to wonder where are these people coming from, because people now have resorted to trekking because they can't afford even the transport fare, because people buy fuel now at 1,000 plus per liter, and then their salary and whatever their income is stagnant, and you expect with this, and then you are bringing, I feel somebody need to wake up, because the reason why we have house of the judiciary, the legislature, and then the executive, is because to create balance in governance.
Yeah.
So somebody must do his work. If we are talking about this 0.5%, where is it coming from? Who monitors central bank?
Yes.
Who gives them directives and gives them approval to do certain things? Would they just wake up now? Now we are talking about dollar fighting with naira. All of this while, somebody was saying all this issue of dollar, naira gaining strength is all about subsidy of dollar. So people are saying, okay, are you trying to tell us you remove subsidy on petrol and you are paying subsidy on dollar? Because that's the rumor. Because you create certain...
Yeah, because once the naira started gaining some value as against our reserve started, so it was almost like the CBN is defending the naira in some way, because it is an artificial gain. There is no industrial activity going on warranting the naira to gain a value. So what magic was the CBN performing for the naira to start gaining some kind of value, as at the period it was, looking at some weeks back?
Yes. Nigerians are asking this question. It's not that Nigerians are not intelligent. Some of these things, they are not rocket science. It's something that we do day to day. Some of these things is just that is the language that they use in a particular profession that even confuse a common man on the street. But it's something that when you break it to his own language, it's a basic economy.
Micro and macro.
That is just, that's as simple as that. So where are the members of House of Representatives when this thing was announced? Where did it pass? You understand? The reason why they are there is for check and balance. We are not supposed to be crying as Nigerians. We're supposed to see that house like always busy, because Nigerian matters is what they will be discussing. Because you are representing somebody from one rural area that possibly maybe the guy didn't go to school. He's looking up to you to bring policies that will cushion his whatever he's going on.
Yes.
Is going on with him in his own level. That's what is expected. But we are not hearing that. But thank God, they are beginning to speak. They are saying, hold on to this. We are hoping that issue of electricity tariff too, they will talk about it. Why can't the members of House of Representatives challenge, be up and about and be challenging all of these policies? Nigeria, we are just in another transition, just barely 1 year.
Yes.
You understand? And then we are being bombarded with all of these things left, right, and center. And you expect Nigerians to be happy, Nigerians to be quiet. Now, if a common man said he's going to the street to protest, they will say, them. You understand?
I mean, I wish it was, but we would have casualties for unarmed protest. That's just how it has been. So everybody just stays indoor and can't say much for the economy.
Nigerians are calling for immediate reversal of that thing, wherever they brought it from. I think they just want to, dear Nigerians, why did I say that? Personally, you saw the issue of Naira Crunch when it came, how people suffer, people lost their life. Some people are being rendered crippled now. Financially, they can't do anything because of that policy. Are the government, people in power, happy to render their citizens in such manner? It's unacceptable.
Like they don't care.
They don't care. So it's just like they are Nigerians. Don't worry. Anything you bring, they will just.
We have our president.
They will just make. So. They will just shout, and later on they will just get used to it. Just like the way we got used to the petroleum hike and the rest, the issue of removal and the rest. And life is becoming normal. Nobody is saying anything. People are talking, but it's like somebody is not listening. So I feel this government should wake up because they have enough time to redeem themselves. So they have to just wake up and just do the right thing. Listen to the masses. As Mr. President, you can't be telling us that you know what we are going through.
Of course not.
You can't be telling us this time without number. Because when these policies are coming, you are just trying to tell us that your words are not matching your actions, because that's what you are just telling Nigerians. So I just feel you are coming at the right time to write your name in the book of history, like positively, that people will say one time we had a president that did this, and then the life of a common citizen was at least
was
okay.
True. I mean, I'll keep saying it, Solomon, before we round up, that the president is in no position whatsoever to know what a common man is feeling. We don't even want him to know what the common man feels. That means he has to earn 30,000 naira. He has to live in probably just a 2-room apartment, no security and all of that, and probably have to pay electricity bill, just have maybe 1 week of power outage and all of that. We don't even want our president to know what it feels like to be a common man in Nigeria. What we want is a listening ear and a government who will act. That is all what we need from them. Act. Show us that you have listened. Because we know you are incapacitated to feel what we are feeling, but we want you to listen and act. And I believe that if the Nigerian government can listen and act, we will not be where we are. Thank you so much for doing the show with me today. And to our viewer out there, thank you for keeping a date with us today. Till we come your way next week, do have a blessed weekend.